Hi everyone, how's it going? One second. Again, with every book haul comes a really great workout. Hi everyone, how's it going? My name is Brandon and today I'm going to be doing a book haul along with a Page Habit unboxing. A lot of the accumulated books that I got, a lot of them were from Amazon actually, and a few hidden gems from a used bookstore. Before we get into that, we are going to go with a Page Habit unboxing first. Y'all didn't know I'm a Page Habit affiliate and a rep, which means they send me a box every month so I can open on my channel. Basically, Page Habit has like a wide variety of genres you can choose from. They have like 9 different genres: literary fiction, YA, horror, suspense, romance, and all their books come annotated, which means like an author, you can see like the author's notes and everything inside, so enhancing your reading experience as well as some bookish goodies. The best part is though, is that they donate some of their proceeds every month to a bookish organization to help children's literacy all around the world. This will be the April box, and this month, for the month of April, they are choosing to partner with Books for Africa to donate books to Burundi. So the first thing is like this little short, I believe, poem, a bookmark. It says, "To learn is to read is to light a fire, every syllable that is spelled out of a spark." Next thing is, oh, I already know what the book is about now, since I saw the author. The author's note to the reader. Next we got this pencil with a cat head on top, which I think is really cool. Next thing is this reading lamp. I'm not too sure how it works. I'll figure that out later. The next thing are these bookish socks. Yes! Finally! It says books and read on one side. Lately I've been really into socks. Like, I've been trying to get socks that have like little cool like symbols or insignias or something on them, like pineapples or fruit, I guess. I've been really digging socks these days, so I'm adding these to my collection. So thank you, Page Habit. If you can already guess what the book is, these are like cards with characters from the book, which is Dread Nation. If you haven't already been surprised, ta-da! Here is the book. I heard this is like a new take on Pride and Prejudice with zombies or something like that. I mean, I'm not really into zombies per se, or historical fiction for that matter, but we shall see if I ever pick this up because the annotations do give me an incentive to actually read this, and it's quite hefty as well, and I do love horror. We shall see. I just wanted to pop up and include also the May Page Habit box, so I'm going to box that real quick because the video I filmed was before BEA, and this came in after, so I decided to just like put it in this video just for time convenience's sake. So this is the May box. This month I also picked the YA box as well. The letter from the author to the reader, a bunch of squigglies. So the first item I see is like this pull light, two-way color changing pull light. Literally what it says. I think that's really cool. I've never seen one or even heard of one before. I didn't even know this existed in the first place, so thank you, Page Habit. Next thing is this really cute like snow globe of, I think that's either Chewbacca, but it's literally like this Bigfoot bearish person in here and with snow all around. Of course, as always, we have this bookmark that says, "Of all things, I like books best." Relatable. For this month of May, Page Habit is donating part of the proceeds to a place outside of Cape Town. This is probably my favorite item out of the whole box, is this Shoemark bookmark. Oh, I will be definitely using this because it's really funny. And also, as always, a short story that is included in the box is The Ones Who Remain by John Solito. Last and not least, the book for the month of May for Page Habit is Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. I've heard so many great things about this book, and all I know is that this group of girls who are all friends, I believe, I think 2 of them die, and school doesn't know who murdered them or anything, and the other friend brings them back to life, and for 7 days they have to find out exactly who the murderers are, since the girls can't remember who exactly killed them. As always, the whole book is annotated. So yeah, it sounds really great, and that is it for this May box. So I will get back to past Brandon so you can watch that. Alright guys, so let us get into the book haul, and don't mind if you hear any weird barking in the background because it's my dog and they're both so annoying right now. But you know what? You can't shut them up to film a video because dogs are dogs. The first book that I picked up was at a used bookstore, and also a hidden gem because it's one of my all-time favorite books of all time, and it is a hardcover of A Monster Called by Patrick Ness hardcover edition, which I think is gorgeous, glorious, and just amazing overall because I do have the paperback, but I was ecstatic to find a hardcover edition because I don't think they print these hardcovers anymore. I really loved the book to movie adaptation as well as this whole story itself, and I think it's just beautiful and everyone should read it. This book is from Target. Found it for a decent price, which was surprising because it was a lot cheaper than Amazon, and the hardcover price is The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. I have already read this book, and I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, I believe. Very disappointing and underwhelming, and I will be talking about this book more in a video in my future upcoming Recent Reads video, part 2. Stay tuned for that one, but overall, this was not a great book in my opinion. It's very beautiful if you look at it. It's very lush and just very mysterious and pleasing to the eye, but from what was inside, I was not too happy about. So, more in depth to go into that later. The next book that I'm really excited to pick up, because I have met the author when we were at BEA 2017 in New York. I really got a really cool chance to talk to this author while I was in line, and it's The Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. And me and Sarah from Sarah's on Nature were in line when I believe this author came up and talked to us, and Laura was just really great to talk to. She was really nice, and I cannot wait to read her book, which is now, at the time this video is coming out, it's number 4 on the New York Times bestseller list, and this sounds amazing. So it's about this girl who is, I believe, a princess, and she, from my understanding, she has to free her people and free magic from this usurper and tyrant who has her home under his control. And it sounds very brutal and gritty from all the reviews that I've read, and also the cover is just really cool as well. The next book that I actually received from Simon & Schuster is Stay Sweet by Siobhan Vivian. This book is about a girl who works at an ice cream shop, and she, I think, falls in love after, like, a disastrous, like, first meet and greet, I think. She falls in love with him. As you can see from how that goes, it's like a really cute contemporary romance, perfect for summer. And I actually can't wait to read this. I don't know, something about this book is giving me really good vibes, like the whole aesthetic overall. I don't know. This book really, like, is giving off the same vibes as Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, one of my all-time absolute favorite contemporaries. And it's really funny because I don't actually, like, reach out to a lot of contemporary books anymore, but there's just something about this. So I guess we shall have to wait and see how good this one is. The next book I picked up, also from the Amazon bookstore, is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. R. Pan. A fun story behind this book, I also did a bookstore vlog, like my very first ever vlog, actual vlog. And if you guys want to watch that, I'll link it on the screen somewhere so you guys can check it out, because it was a very nerve-wracking and really fun experience. I went to 3 different bookstores, and this is one of the books that I managed to pick up. I cannot wait to pick this one up because it sounds incredible. So this book is about a Asian girl, half Asian, half white, who goes to Thailand to meet her grandparents for the first time after the death of her mother. And there she tries to find her mother, who is actually taking a form of a bird after her death. She tries to find, like, unravel these mysteries and chasing ghosts, and it sounds really wonderful and whimsical and magical as well. So I really cannot wait to read this magical realism book, and it definitely sounds like something right up my alley. So the next book that I picked up, also from one of the times I vlogged at the bookstore, is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. So I actually really can't wait to read this because, what do you know, another contemporary romance book. But this is by Jen Bennett, so it's totally fine, because I absolutely loved her other contemporary work, which was Alex Approximately, which was amazing, and you guys should all read it. One of the main reasons why I love her book so much is because they're just so realistic in a way that other contemporaries aren't. And they're also set in California, so I'm a little biased. But, I mean, can you fault me for that? I'm from California, so it was really cool and just really nice to see, like, all the California, like, landmarks and just everything in California, like, within California, the California vibes. If you're from California, you'll know what I'm talking about. This book is about 2 people, a girl and a boy, who are, like, frenemies. Like, they were best friends as kids. Like, you know how that goes. And over the course of the novel, I'm pretty sure they'll fall in love and make up at the end and become boyfriend and girlfriend. But it's, like, the inside, the meat of the story that what counts. They go on this camping trip, and they get stranded, and they have to find their way back in, like, this lush forest. Can't wait to pick this one up, because after the success of Alex Approximately, I'm really hoping that I'll like this one too. So the next book that I picked up, this was from a used bookstore, and I am so glad I picked this up because it's been on my radar for a long time, but I wanted a hardcover edition. And it's Midnight at the Bright Ideas Bookstore, a novel by Matthew Sullivan. So this sounds wickedly charming and mysterious as well. It's about this bookstore called the Bright Ideas Bookstore, and it's about a woman who uncovers the suicide of a man, and about this mystery of why he committed suicide, and all the books that he has read has become defaced or something, and it also brings up memories of her own violent childhood, and how they're all entangled with this whole mystery overall. And I can't wait to read this because it sounds really intriguing, and I've heard tremendously great things about this book. I cannot wait, and especially since I found a hardcover edition for, like, super cheap, I am so stoked that I found this edition of this book. Next book I picked up was at Target, and it's a mystery thriller, and this is, I believe, a thriller, and it is Then or There? Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I haven't read any of Lisa Jewell's books, but I have one of her books, which is I Found You, which is sitting over there. So this book is about a mother whose daughter has disappeared, and 10 years later she meets a man, and he has a daughter who looks exactly like her long lost daughter. And so she like is really confused. Like, who wouldn't be confused if you're the exact image, carbon copy of your daughter, but 10 years ago? So this whole really weird mystery is going on. She's trying to figure out what's happening, and maybe she's crazy. I don't know. We'll see. But this sounds really intriguing, and the cover itself is really cool as well. I got it at Target for 30% off the cover price, so I think that's a steal. Other than that, it was just another mystery thriller that intrigued me and caught my eye. So the next book I picked up, I actually ordered off Book Depository for really cheap, and this is a really cool edition, and it is Circe by Madeline Miller. This edition is so beautiful. It's so shiny. I mean, look at this. Underneath the cover is this beautiful like artwork that's also shiny as well, and this map. And it smells wonderful. So I cannot wait to read this. This is like a new take on the Roman and Greek mythology of Circe. And I haven't read her previous work, her highly acclaimed The Song of Achilles. But knowing my love for Greek and Roman mythology, I cannot wait to pick this one up. The next book that I picked up is Let Me Lie by Claire McIntosh. So this is another psychological thriller, and it's about a girl whose parents supposedly committed suicide, and now she is dealing with those repercussions and consequences of the suicides because she's now a grown woman with a baby of her own. She soon starts to investigate her parents' death, which may not be a suicide at all. It seems that they were murdered, and she tries to uncover what exactly happened, and someone does not want her to uncover anything at all. So sounds like pretty much your straightforward thriller, but Claire McIntosh is one of my go-to like thriller authors just because all of her books that I've read so far, 2 I believe, they've been equally pretty good, and their plot twists are pretty amazing. And so I cannot wait to get into this one. Again, all of her books like take place either in like the British English countryside. It's really British. I don't know what else to say about it. I've actually heard this one, it can be compared to her first book, I Let You Go, which was an absolute shocker. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. So last but not least is this, probably my favorite book in this haul. And I picked this one up at a used bookstore for I believe like $15 when the cover price was like $35. Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan and a bunch of other people who are like involved with the artwork and the story, illustration, and everything. But this is like an exclusive edition because look at it. It is like freaking pink. It's just wild. And I believe the inside is like color as well. I'm not too sure if the regular issues or volumes is like black and white, and this whole book is in color, which I'm just super happy about, and it's like super pink. But I've heard nothing but amazing things about Paper Girls, and it's about these group of girls set in, someone told me it was the 70s or 80s, that there's no blurb on here, and I just picked this one up randomly just because I've heard great things about it, not knowing what exactly the whole book is about, just for like $15, and I couldn't say no. Here's me picking up another book I don't exactly know too much about, but I'm really happy that I did. Oh my god, okay, so those are all the books that I bought and got. Please let me know down in the comments below if you guys have read any of these books. I'll leave all the information about Page Habit down in the description box below. And if you guys want to see any more updates or anything like that, I also have a Bookstagram and Goodreads down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with a new video.